Yo, what's good guys, VENM Fire here, back from the video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys what I think is the best run defense in Madden 21. I'm also going to be talking about the pass defense coverage out of it a little bit later in the video. First things first, make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel if you are not. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so make sure you hit that sub button, turn on notifications to be notified every time I upload. Anyways, let's just hop straight into it. So the playbook I'm in today is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs defensive playbook. It's what I think is the best playbook in the game right now. As far as our formation we're running, it's actually going to be the nickel normal. So a little bit of a weird and odd choice, but I've actually found some good run D out of it, and it's also good for the pass, so that's nice as well. First things first, what I recommend doing is actually you want a fast guy right here at this spot. So I put Shaquem Griffin. I know he's got 85 plus speed. You want a fast guy because he's going to be shooting the run for our first setup. I will have a couple of variations of the setup, but the main one is going to be this guy shooting the gap. For some other ones, these guys are going to be, you want some fast guys right there. Anyways, you're going to be using this strong safety, Jamal Adams, so you can put your fastest safety, your best safety right there. Anyways, the player we're running is cover 1 linebacker blitz. You could run this out of any man coverage shell. I always like my run defense out of man coverage shells. A little bit better than zone, so I'm just going to be running it out of cover 1 linebacker blitz. You could actually kind of run this out of any play out of the nickel normal with the adjustments I run. Anyways, let's just hop straight onto the field. Alright, now in particular, this is going to be very good against the halfback dive. Against stretch, it is very sound as well, but first things first, our adjustments are going to be just pinch your D-line and pinch your linebackers. Now, something you could do instead of that is you could actually pinch your whole defense by pressing RB and then that left stick down. What that does, though, is it pinches your D-line, your linebackers, and then it also presses your cornerback. So if you want to press, that's something you can do. Typically, I don't like to press. Now, they actually just snapped the ball accidentally. I didn't even have the run defense set up, so that's something that might happen a couple of times while I'm rambling on. But again, you pinch your D-line, you pinch your linebackers, and the next step in this is actually to blitz all linebackers. Make sure you get that right linebacker blitzing KJ Wright. Then the last thing you're going to do is you're going to slant your D-line to the right side. Now what that does is that is ultimately the adjustment that's going to open up our guy Shaquem Griffin right here. He's going to be coming free with that adjustment, so we'll just go ahead, snap the ball, and boom, he's going to be right there. Now, Shaquem Griffin has very low tackling, so keep that in mind. When I run this, I could have, put Bobby Wagner there actually, but I decided not to. But you see, even right there, I just ran that stock, and Bobby Wagner's able to shoot the gap very effectively. So this is just a overall great run to stop halfback dive and stretch. But again, the main adjustments are to just pinch your D-line, pinch your linebackers, and then go ahead, blitz all linebackers, slant to the right side, and then again, Shaquem Griffin comes free, makes the tackle in the backfield. Again, if you have an enforcer, you could always throw an enforcer linebacker there. I could have put Wagner there, but I feel like it would be kind of obvious to defend, and no one's really going to run Bobby Wagner at DN. That's just kind of weird. So again, make sure you get some speed. You can get like a Brian Burns type guy in Ultimate Team or whatever. But again, pinch D-line, pinch linebackers, go ahead, slant to the right, and then just go ahead and blitz all linebackers. And again, even if they are able to escape, run maybe to the right side, you should have your user there, but you see guys like KJ Wright coming free, Shaquem Griffin obviously coming free now. This run defense only really does work if they don't have like a tight end on this side. You see the tight end's on this side, so you want Shaquem Griffin coming free. If it was flipped, you would have this guy coming free. So I would recommend just getting fast ends. Khalil Max, Von Miller's what this would work with. But again, just take a look. I'm going to show you in the instant replay. Just snap the ball, boom, look right there. Look at our guy KJ Wright, that right of screen linebacker. He's actually able to get free through that gap as well. Look at number 97. He actually just got a block shed, I believe. But yeah, KJ Wright actually pushed him off Joe Tooney, and he got the shed. You see our user. We have 4 guys right there, and KJ Wright doesn't even take the right angle, right, just because the play's already blown up. But look at Shaquem Griffin also, just run straight off the edge. Isaiah Wynn just completely misses his block, and we are right there again. I would recommend getting some high tackling. If you want, you can get a secure tackle or throw him there. But I'll show it one last time, and then we'll hop into just a couple of other formations. I don't really just want to show you single back doubles. I'll try and show you some heavy sets. Now, the other run defenses aren't as effective as this one, I will say, but they still do work some of the times, and with a good user, you should be able to blow them up. So again, pinch D-line, pinch linebackers, blitz all linebackers, slant to the right, and you are good to go. You could make sure that you don't contain, because if you contain, Shaquem Griffin doesn't follow. He will actually get like sort of nano detected or contain detected. Well, he just stand frozen. It's pretty weird. But yeah, let's just go ahead and hop into the next run formation. Alright, now we're in a more heavy set formation. Now, most of these run defenses against these heavy sets are going to be user dependent just because they have so many people that it's very difficult to get a linebacker shooting through the gap, especially for a halfback dive. So, although Bobby Wagner can come free sometimes, it won't work every time. And if you noticed, I did actually move Wagner to that right-hand side. Right there, they just snapped the ball, didn't even set up anything. But for this one, against these other heavy sets, you want Wagner on the right. Anyways, the adjustments that I like to run are going to be spread your D-line, slant outside, pinch your linebackers, and blitz all linebackers. You'll notice since I clicked onto Bobby Wagner, he's not going to move, but then you can just move him manually. So here's a look at the defense. Again, Bobby Wagner, sometimes he comes free, sometimes he doesn't. I think on this one, it's actually more times than not he won't come free. So you're going to pay attention closely with your user, and you're actually going to run straight through this gap. Again, I actually missed it, but because I did get picked up, that opened up another player to get free. Another way you could actually run this is you could just go ahead, slant to the right, pinch your linebackers, and blitz all linebackers. That's a way that I've had success as well. But again, just a very good base run D. You see Bobby Wagner coming free now. You just see hit sticks all over the field. If he were to run to the left side, my user was right there to make the tackle. And again, another way you could do it is just pinch your linebackers, blitz all linebackers, and then still you could actually just run this base. You don't have to necessarily make any adjustments, and Bobby Wagner sometimes comes free on that. But again, you see number 97 seems to come free just because the linebackers are getting picked up every time. He is just getting unblocked, and he's sort of getting pushed off his block there. Again, I could also slant outside without shifting my line. Now, typically against certain formations, this will have more success, but you see right there, he's very close. Bobby Wagner, he's half second away from getting in the backfield, but it doesn't really matter because our user's there. So again, probably my favorite way to run this. Again, I already talked about my favorite setup first. These are just sort of bonus setups that you can do if your first setup doesn't work. Again, my favorite setup probably against these heavy sets is going to be just to slant outside. Again, you're not pinching your D-line, you're not spreading your D-line. Just slant outside, pinch your linebackers, and then blitz all linebackers. And then with your user, that was the way that you saw Bobby Wagner nearly shoot free. And look at that, KJ Wright and Bobby Wagner, although Bobby Wagner did get a block shed, KJ Wright came free there, and it's probably just the best way to have that success. And again, you see it doesn't work every time. That's why I didn't mention it first in the video. But it still is a very solid play. Again, one last time, the adjustment, slant outside, blitz all linebackers, and then with your user, just keep him sort of roamed around here, but you will see Bobby Wagner gets picked up, and that time that was 100% my fault with the user, but that is a sort of downfall of the play, that it is really dependent on your user. So really, you don't want to risk it by shooting any gaps. What you kind of got to do is just sort of strafe up and wait to see where the running back's going to go, especially against the CPU because it is very random. So I can strafe up, KJ Wright comes through for me, so I don't really have to make a move until they cross the line of scrimmage, and then I can sort of attack with my user. But you've seen right there, able to completely lock him up. So let's talk about the pass D a little bit. I want to talk about the pass defense if they are passing the ball. So let's say they pass out of this formation. Now, ways that you know that they are passing the ball, sorry about that, are if they start making adjustments. So you see Cam Newton in practice mode, they don't make adjustments or they don't have the animations, but in particular, Cam Newton, he would start pointing to the left. If he's making a hot route on the left, he would start, he would hit his leg if he was making an O-line adjustment, and then he would point to the right. If he's making a right hand adjustment, again, maybe he turns around, talks to the running back if he is making a running back hot route. But those types of things, you see him do, three of those, then you sort of know it's a pass. That's just a way. Obviously, if he's a really good player, he might make some fake adjustments and catch you off guard, but that's something you got to live with. Anyways, I could still go ahead, set up the run D, give him the same look, but as far as if he's passing, what I like to do is I'm going to throw LB here in a curl flat, and then I can actually just either user Jamal Adams right here, or I could even still set up the run D. Now they are running the ball, but you see I didn't even have Bobby Wagner on a blitz, and we were able to completely, blow it up right there. But again, I could still run it like something like this, where I just have help on that side. Again, I might even move Blair over so that he's better against the man coverage. But this, you still will have solid coverage. You have man coverage. Now, keep in mind, nobody's on the running back, so if they were to end up passing to the running back, that's something you have to take precaution to. But as far as just getting pressure against under center, it's going to be pretty solid. Not necessarily a blitz, but still decent coverage over the top. Anyways, again, man coverage, you don't really have to make the most adjustments. If this were a zone coverage shell, cover 2, cover 3, I would be making a lot more adjustments, but just as far as the base pass coverage, it's going to be pretty good, especially because there's tight ends on the field. And again, this is the same if they're in a single back doubles or whatever. And yeah, again, I'll just talk about stretch defense briefly, because stretches I hate this year. It's not good, it's not bad. But stretch D, what I like to do is just completely pinch my D-line. I'm going to slant inside, and then I'm going to spread my linebackers, blitz all linebackers, and then I like to contain. So this is what I like it to look like, where I got KJ Wright and Bobby Wagner on the contains. In this case, what I would do is I would put A on a spy, and then user him up the middle. Again, that's going to be pretty decent against the stretch. I could also throw Y in a spy, get you a symmetrical look. Now, they are running dive, not stretch, but if they were to run stretch, it would be very solid defense. You see, even though it was a dive, our spy is able to shoot that pretty solid. But anyways, I'm going to wrap it up there. If you guys enjoyed, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for more. Let me know in the comments what videos you would like to see in the future, and peace. I'm out of here.